Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Sheldon, and this is Behind the Enthusiast. Today, we're going to be talking about Harley-Davidson's 2023 anniversary model lineup, which also includes one CVO. So, let's get into it. Now, to start things off, just to remind you guys, Harley-Davidson has been using the anniversary badges since 1954. Now, obviously, they've taken some design cues from back in the day. They've actually based this one off of some Art Deco styling from the 1920s. And the paint is heirloom red fade, which, according to Brad Richards in the video, the release video, has a special, fine flake to it, which, because the video was a bit of a teaser, I couldn't quite see that in the video, but when those bikes obviously come into the dealership, I will be doing some showcase videos to kind of highlight that paint, that element of it, and obviously if you take the bike outside into the sun, well, that effect is going to be way more noticeable. Now, there are going to be quite a few models, some that are, I would say, pretty standard, like a street glide, road glide, that type of thing, and a few others that maybe are not so expected. Now, some of the finishing on the bikes, as they mentioned in the video, you have oxblood seat finish, not the entire thing, but a little bit of sections in the seat are going to be oxblood, so basically a red. And there's going to be gold stitching, which ties in with the pinstriping of the bikes as well. And I gotta be honest with you guys, these things look super, super sharp. They also mentioned that there's going to be a gold plate for the console logo, basically, commemorating, what, this year is, obviously 120 years. And there's also going to be a serialization of 1,500, and I think they mean 1,500 of each. I don't think they actually just meant 1,500 of the CVO model. And so, obviously, these bikes look really, really sharp. Super happy with the logo that they did. It is the Screaming Eagle, or Screaming Seagull, or Screaming Chicken, or Speed Bird, whatever you want to call it. Some people have some crazy nicknames for the eagle on it, but it looks super, super sharp. And the paint, obviously you have the eagle with the feathers, and it flows along the side of the bike, spreading down, depending on the model, of course, down to the saddlebags, which is super, super sharp. I am a huge fan of what they've done this year, and I hope that you guys have a favorite out of this lineup, starting with the Fat Boy. Now, obviously, the Fat Boy is running the 114. This is an anniversary model. You're also going to have the option of the Heritage Classic. Again, a 114 motor. Everything motor-wise is going to be all the same, by the way. There's nothing, fancy or extra for those. And we're going to have the Street Glide Special. We're also going to have the Road Glide Special. We're also going to have the Ultra Limited, Tri-Glide Ultra, and that CVO, the lone CVO, by the way, is going to be the Road Glide Limited. Now, obviously, with the heirloom red fade on this bike, you guys can see from the photo, there is also what Brad Richards described as anniversary black. Now, there's a bit of red in there, and he said that when you actually have these bikes out in the sunlight, the red is supposed to shine through. Now, obviously, that's something that we're going to have to test when and if we get one of these bikes at the dealership. And just to keep something in mind, if you guys are interested in any of the pricing on these motorcycles, be sure to check out our website if you're local, and if you're not from around here, if you're in another country or another province, because I'm located in Canada, be sure to check out your local dealership for pricing, check the website, whatever you need to do, because obviously the prices are not going to be what I'm listing for, my local area. So I'm not going to mention prices, but obviously it's going to cost you a little bit extra for these anniversary models. And so those are the models so far. Obviously, we're going to have CVOs coming out a little bit later. When, I don't know. They didn't actually mention it in the video. But that is the lineup. Some great bikes to choose from. And so if you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button so I know that it's working. Leave a comment down below, depending on what your style is, you know, in terms of, you know, riding style, bike. Let me know what bike you guys would be taking home if you're able to get your hands on one of these anniversary models. Again, very limited numbers. I believe it is 1,500 units for each of them. And so these things are going to go like hotcakes. I imagine with the styling and the color, it is absolutely brilliant. Such a good job done on these bikes. So I don't imagine there will be too many kicking around in any dealerships without sold tags on them. So if you guys are interested in any of these, I will be leaving links down below, obviously, to the dealership that I work at. And again, if you guys are from another country, be sure to check out your local dealership pricing. There's a lot of confusion sometimes when I talk about Canadian pricing, and I think most of us, most of the viewers are probably from the US, you know, so that's why I'm excluding pricing. So be sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on future videos on these new models that Harley has released, and I will catch you guys in the next one.